Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. In this Warcraft Rumble dungeon guide, I'm going to take a look at Scholomance on Alliance Week and showcase this army that I actually use with all Alliance leaders to get them all golden. First, let's take a look at the dungeon mechanics and general strategies. The first boss in the dungeon is Jandice Barov, the real deal illusionist, and Jandice is going to summon illusions of herself. She's going to summon them over here, and over here as well. And when they are close enough to a tower that you control, then those illusions are going to start shooting at your tower. And also, if you leave the illusion up for long enough, then the illusion is going to dissipate and 2 flying books are going to come out of it that will head towards your base. However, the flying books are not very strong, so even a very underleveled base can easily handle the books by itself, so you don't really need to handle the illusions. Also, because of the chest positioning over here and generally the bridge over here that some of Jandice's troops are also going to cross, means that you can simply push the middle lane. This tower is really close to your base, you can get a good attack on that, and then when you use enough flying units, then the flyers are going to actually kill any of Jandice's units that are passing through here, therefore defending your base for a little while before pushing on to Jandice itself. And you can use some unbounds, for example, to grab that chest. There's also some gold already over here available, so if you have a cobalt miner early, then you can just send that over there. Jandice does have an AoE attack, so you generally want to try to turn Jandice around, but also Jandice seems to prioritize close targets, so if you're going to get something like a Chimera over here, and then you can just keep dropping some unbounds close to Jandice, then Jandice is going to switch targets to those, even though there's that Chimera just poisoning her. The second boss is Rattlegore, summons graves that spawn skeletal enemies if touched. Well, I first thought that if touch was going to be very literal, but actually flying units do touch those graves and do proc them, so the skeletal minions will be summoned even if just a flyer passes through them. There's going to be a bunch of these graves. The graves do dissipate after some time and nothing spawns if you didn't touch them during that time. And there's also, this gold vein has 2 nuggets, this one has 1 nugget already. So my favorite strategy actually for Rattlegore is just push one lane. Push this lane because this is where the gold is. These are going to be triggered even by flying units, but you can just handle it. Just push here, don't send anything. Don't even send a miner on the other side because you really don't want a miner to proc a couple of graves, for example, and then just get your base under a bigger attack. So push this side. Rattlegore itself, Rattlegore has lifesteal, so Rattlegore will heal when he cleaves some minis, but generally you just try to turn Rattlegore around with an unbound tank and just have your Harpies, Chimeras poison Rattlegore, and that's going to be that. And finally, there is Darkmaster Gandling. Darkmaster Gandling is clearly the most difficult boss in Scholomance, so this is really the fight that you need to prepare for. The Master of Teleportation, his runes send minis to dangerous areas of the dungeon. So Darkmaster Gandling is going to summon runes over here, and then over here, and over here. As he travels, he's going to summon those runes. The runes don't stay indefinitely, they are eventually going to expire. But if your minis touch them, then your minis are going to end up being teleported either to here, or to here. One of those 3 places, and when minis get teleported there, a chest is going to spawn there, and also enemies are going to spawn, and they're going to be free for Gandling, so if you get a lot of runes procced, then you can get a lot of enemies. There's going to be an abomination here, skeleton party over here, and 2 ghouls and 3 harpies in this room, so this is by far the most annoying room. The way I like to do Gandling is I want to push only one lane. I really don't want to push both lanes because then I end up proccing more runes and I just end up getting overwhelmed. So I'm pushing one lane, and if I'm pushing one lane, I'm pushing this lane because as you can see there's gold over here. So I want to start my push going over here. I need to be careful to pay attention to defense because from the other side, of course, Gandling can attack, Necromancer can destroy my base, Harpies can destroy my base, Meatwagon can destroy my base, and Gandling has all of those, so I have to be careful and be ready to defend if needed, but otherwise I'm going to push from here, I'm going to push at Gandling, I'm going to try to get these Harpies, Chimeras, unbound tank, just the usual stuff on Gandling. When Gandling sends some of my minis to the rooms, I mean, if he sends a flyer, then obviously if there's a chest, flyers can't claim chests, so then Gandling's minis are going to claim the chest and Gandling is going to get all of that gold. So I'm trying to use some unbound minis to help my minis win the chest rooms when they get into chest rooms. The abomination room is kind of hard to win without the abomination taking the chest unless you end up with your main tank there. But the other rooms you can help with something like a safe pilot or even with a quillbore or Darkheim miner. Just any kind of mini that you can send there can really help you and help you secure that chest. Then I'm just going to keep attacking Gandling from this side. Try to get some tanks out there, either my main tank or some unbound tanks. Get flying minis, get poison on Gandling and beat Gandling like that. But there's multiple ways that this can fail, because if you end up losing too many of the chests, then Gandling can get an advantage. If you end up proccing too many runes, if you end up going through here, for example, and proccing multiple runes, that can be awkward. And then just those harpies meet against necromancers coming from this side, which you're not covering. That you have to be wary of those as well. But overall, it's not an impossible fight either, even though it's clearly the most difficult fight in Scholomance. So this is my alliance army for Scholomance. I'm using Blizzard, Defias Bandits, Earth Elemental, Quillboar, Chimera and Harpies, with the idea that Chimera and Harpies are going to kill all the bosses, with Quillboar and Earth Elemental to turn them around. Then I have a little bit of tools that I can use to defend with the Bandits and with Blizzard, and that's pretty much the story. These go nicely into Maiev and they go nicely into Tirion, although when it comes to Jaina, you do have to off-slot one of them, but I just couldn't find another good alliance mini to be used with Jaina, so this is what I went with, and it turned out to work quite alright. And this is what it all looks like in action. Alright, I need to find some firepower somewhere. Like, where all my firepower at? We found some harpies. Harpies good. And as soon as I can find a chimera to support them. But as you can see, the lower we get, the more time it takes for me to actually even take a tower. Okay, we're dropping some minis out there. I'm able to get the tower up, but it doesn't matter. Jandice down. Let's go. Here we go, Chimera. And friends. Wait a little bit of fight over there. And then Rattlegore can be turned around with this. And then I'm probably going to try to send another Chimera out there. I could try to send Harpies. If I send Harpies, I might be able to cycle to another tank like this. Yeah, boom. Alright, here we go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I'll take that stone immediately here. So when I take the stone like that, it means that no enemy minis can spawn here. I will handle that one. Coming with some heals. Minis sadly get teleported. I try to support them with an unbound. Supporting them when they get teleported with unbound is really good. I'm trying to get another unbound tank going. We have another unbound tank. Go, go, go. Blast away, blast away, blast away. More unbound tanks. I think we're going to kill it with this push. That's what I believe anyway. And we do. We got a really strong push there and managed to take it down. Alright. Let's go. Here we go, here we go. We try and blast them down. No, my tank is already dead. The tower is not falling. I'm not getting a new... Okay. Oh, that's a problem, I suppose. As the levels get higher, so does the difficulty. Oh, I dropped the Jaina totally in the wrong place. I can't get the tower up now. Go kill that so that I can get the tower up. We can get an attack going. I was too slow with that. It was a total waste. I do get my tower though. So life can actually still be good. What I need to do here is launch a good assault. With proper unbound support. And we're going to win. Yeah. Can even stun that from behind to reduce the incoming damage a little bit. Boom. Alright, struggled a bit with taking the tower at the start, but... Okay. Well, that's one... None of my DPS minis were ready. Start. But that was unusual. But we're working on it. We're recovering. But I believe we will have what it takes. More harpies. Some little defense tool force here, but we're winning the race. Yep. Rattlegore down. Okay. Alright, we're going for a big assault towards the stone. So I want to take that stone. Then a little bit of more defensive stance. Those are going to get teleported. Which is fine. I'll just drop some unbounds there. Okay, they have a Worgen. Worgens are tough. But once it starts hitting, I'll have these. And now we got a really good poison assault on the boss. Really strong poison assault on the boss. So this should finish it. And it does. Alright. Let's go. We can push in an assault from here and have an Earth Elemental tank. That's wonderful. Earth Elemental is a great tank. If I can just get the Chimera out there. Yes, we take the tower. Good. And we're also working on getting the chest. That will be perfection if we... Yeah, we got the chest too. This is so good now. Then just send in more stuff. Send in the tanks. Send in all the poison. And the game is as good as won. Pow. Here we go, here we go. Trying to find the harpies. There's the harpies. Good. Now we have some harpies. We have a tank out there. That's really nice, really nice. Can turn Rattlegore around. I can send another Chimera. I have another tank waiting here. And that's absolutely perfect. And that Rattlegore is so going down. Wow. Sending out some harpies, that's nice. Now I will send a little bit of reinforcements there. Take the stone, that's good. That's exactly what I wanted. I was a little too slow there. A little too slow. But I can do better. I can do better. No, I cannot. No. Ouch, ouch, ouch. That one hurt. Lost the chest, which is bad. But they can overcome those difficulties. I actually have a really good assault going. Really good assault going now. Oh, the poison stacks were just dropped. I didn't want that to happen. I wanted to keep the stacks. My harpies are lower level than their harpies, so we're going to lose the harpy battle. That's okay, because Chimera comes in to clean up. Nothing too much coming from the other side. That looks fine, that looks fine. I have a push coming from here. Still nothing much coming from that side. Keep pushing. And we're going to win. Alright. Gandling goes down. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.